Confessed feelings to a male friend and he didn't respond. I, 29F single, recently confessed to a friend, 32M single, that I had feelings for him. We've been friends for over 2 years and used to work together. We talk every day and we see each other at least once a month. I started developing feelings for him over last couple months of our friendship and I confessed my feelings towards him out of frustration over text. We were arguing over an incident, he forgot about plans he made with me. He then initiated the conversation and asked me why I was reacting the way I did, which led me to confessing how I felt over text and asked him if we could talk. He read my message and never responded. No acknowledgement of my message or anything. It's been over a week, he hasn't tried to reach out to me or let me know why he hasn't been able to reply. We've been friends for so long and I don't know why he can't just tell me what's going on. I enjoy his company and we always have a good time when we're together. I can't be waiting around for him to reply or make up his mind. Help, should I give him another chance? I don't know what to do. Why would you pull it up out of nowhere in an argument? It wasn't pulled of nowhere. The conversation transpired because I was frustrated with him for forgetting plans he made with me. He then initiated the conversation and questioned why I was reacting the way I did and he asked me what I was feeling deep down. This led to me confessing how I felt. Honestly, no response is a response. I think you need to move on and let it go. It's possible a filing cabinet has fallen on him and he is stuck. When I was single, this happened all the time to my Tinder matches, I assume. You changed the dynamic of the relationship and he wasn't expecting that. I have had that happen and it took me a while to get back to the friend because I was kinda shocked too. I felt a little betrayed that someone I considered a friend was telling me they liked me. A week is a long time so I understand your frustration, but he may be the type of person that shies away from confrontation and telling you he doesn't like you like that is very confrontational. Others have handled the friend's side, so I'm gonna go at this from your side. I want you to look deeply why you confessed your feelings when you did. Why after 2 years did you decide that you needed to tell him in the middle of a fight? Sounds like mildly manipulative behavior. You might have an anxious attachment style or this might be indicative of codependent behavior. I have limited information, but what you did would give an emotionally healthy person pause and potentially seek distance from you. I recommend you talk to a counselor and understand this a bit more deeply. Could be wrong. Again, very limited context here. Regardless, I think you should really assess what you want and why you want it. Only then will you understand what you are after. Good luck. Reacted poorly when my 28 daughter came out of closet. Need help apologizing. My daughter and I are very close. I had her regrettably young at 15, but it's also been a blessing because I consider us good friends along with being mother/daughter. She lives down the road from me, we see each other 3 or 4 times a week usually, and we text here and there almost every day. She's my best friend. I have noticed lately something different about her. Caring more about her appearance, having more plans with friends and being home less, always on her phone texting when we were together, singing love songs all the time. I knew she was seeing someone. My daughter has very rarely dated, so I was happy for her and impatiently waiting for her to tell me about the mystery man. Then over the weekend, my daughter was acting very strange while we were hanging out and I asked her what was up. She blushed and said there was something she had to tell me. Immediately my head went into thinking that she's pregnant. I don't know why, it just seemed like she had huge news to tell me and that's where my head went. But instead she said that she's met someone and that her name is insert name. I was pretty shocked. I'd never known my daughter to like women, so I asked why a girl. She just looked at me like a deer in the headlights, so I asked if this was a new thing and she said she'd always been with women. When she went to college she had a few boyfriends, never met as she went to college out of state. She would mention male celebrities that were good looking. She'd occasionally mention going out on dates with boys or or having a crush on one. She'd casually mentioned that she was on dating sites looking for someone. I don't know why she was so afraid to tell me that she was looking for a woman. So it was just a surprise to find out this huge secret of hers. So I had some questions after that about the past, because she had told me about boyfriends and such, and I was pretty confused. Finding out she had this entire second secret life just made me start crying. Then she started crying too and said she shouldn't have told me. He left after that. I know I handled it the wrong way. Since she left, I just wanted to hug her and tell her I don't care who you're with as long as they treat you good and you're happy. I want to apologize and tell her all that stuff now. I called once and left a voicemail saying I'm sorry and to call. I haven't gotten a response back yet. How should I proceed? I want to apologize and hear about her new girlfriend, but I don't want to come at her too strongly if she wants space from me. Frown. I did not cry because you date women. I cried because I've done something to make you think you couldn't share this part of your life and identity with me. You are perfect and you could never disappoint me. I love you, all of you, just the way you are. Thank you. Sending this verbatim as a text right now. I don't care who you're with as long as they treat you good and you're happy. Send her this over text and apologize for your reaction. I wouldn't bring up her hiding things from you because coming out is scary and you hear a lot of stories about those not going well. She was probably scared. Give her some space and let her come to you. Keep being supportive and she'll come around. She probably thought you were reacting negatively to her sexuality, and not to her keeping it a secret. Send her this post. You explained it really well. It will be okay. I've been dating this guy for a few months now and so many red flags have been appearing, kind of NSFW. At what point should I leave a guy? Honestly, this dude is one of the few decent, yes I know, bare minimum, guys around here. At the time we started dating though, he changed a lot. He was way better when we were friends, sweet, caring, and basically just the ideal guy. First off, I should start by saying I'm asexual and really just someone who prefers innocent relationships where you kind of just take it slow. I've already told my BF this, but he keeps on forcing me to masturbate with him on FaceTime. It makes me feel like the whole relationship just became based on sex and desire, which isn't really what I want. A few other red flags include him telling me that he can't live without me and that he'd off himself if I leave, planning out the names of our grandchildren, yes, grandchildren, even if I'm not ready for that yet. He also makes and laughs at rape jokes. He can't control the words he tells me when he's mad at other things like a game, among others. Side note is that I've already told him about all these, and though he keeps saying that he'd change, there isn't really any improvement. I feel like I'm just being dumb at this point, but I really care for him. Can anyone please tell me what I should do? Any help would be appreciated. Thank you so much! Exclamation mark. Update, this post may have been a bit on the biased side of the negatives I've seen, so here are some of the positives that my BF has. He's really sweet, he's great at communicating his feelings, he always offers to help, which he does do, and he's loyal too, I guess. Second update, I'm proud to say that I've listened what all of you have said under this post. Thank you for the helpful resources and advice as well as for helping me find the courage and finally what needed to be done to the relationship we had. I just broke up with him and I've blocked him on social media as well so I don't get swayed by him again. I wanted to break up with him on call as basic decency, but I think I'd break down if I heard him saying what he usually does. Honestly, I didn't want to block him either, but he kept on saying that he's given up on life and love and that he was cursed to be alone, as well as trying to guilt me into taking him back. I've opened up to my friends as well and they have been very supportive of my decision. I won't make the same mistake again, hopefully. Thank you all so much for everything. Sweetie, you're only few months in. I know it's a cliche that Reddit is always dump him, but at this point it doesn't seem like a good fit. There are lots of red flags and negatives but few positives. You're young, and you've only been dating a short time, so it's time to just move on. This is how dating works. Leave as soon as he forces you to do anything, in any relationship. You should absolutely leave him now. I think the point that you should leave a guy is when you have to ask Reddit if you should leave him and you list of all the bad things that he's been doing. Okay, honestly this got a laugh out of me. Reddit honestly is good for getting advice and a slap back to reality. Thank you so much. I should really steel myself and try to leave as soon as possible. A partner shouldn't force you to do anything. He seems like a bigger sexual assault waiting to happen. Don't let him guilt you into being in a relationship with the suicide shit. Sorry buddy, you got a lot to work on before you can be in a healthy relationship. Bye. Honestly, he's made a joke before that he'd rape me if I didn't agree to have sex with him, and it scared me a lot, but my dumbass keeps forgiving the dude because I'm just really lost. Leave now. I'm also asexual and in a relationship. This behavior isn't okay from anyone even if you weren't asexual. You care for him but it honestly seems like you'd be better as friends than partners.